Golden Girls was filmed before a live studio audience.
Picture it. Sicily, 1943.
Sophia, I heard some men talking about the invasion stripes on World War II planes. What do you know about it?
I think you should sit down and picture Sicily, 1943. It was the worst of times. It was the worst of times. It was Sicily, 1943. Operation Husky.
I have a problem.
Just sit down and listen. First of all, is everyone who lives in this house here at this very moment?
Yes.
Then for the last time, picture it. Sicily, 1943. A beautiful young woman with breasts not unlike Dolly Parton, standing on her rooftop watching Allied paratroopers descend to free her homeland. Earth to blanch.
Sorry, I was reminiscing. I may have dated a paratrooper. Or two.
Or two? Blanche, all of Fort Bragg isn't or two. They nicknamed you Devereaux DZ for a reason. Anyway, it was a glorious sight. But just as the second wave of planes approached, the night sky erupted with artillery fire. Planes full of American soldiers began falling into the sea, while other planes were forced to turn back.
Was it the Germans?
No, Rose, it was the U.S. Navy. They were bored and decided to use the 82nd Airborne for target practice.
Actually, Sweet Pea, it was the Navy that night.
Oh, Sophia, you cannot be serious.
If only I was joking. U.S. Navy ships were shooting at our own planes. They killed or wounded over 200 soldiers and took around 30 planes out of the battle. It turned into the largest friendly fire event in American history.
How horrible.
So the next summer, when the Allies were preparing for Operation Overlord, they painted thick black and white stripes on the wings and tails of their planes. That way, when they flew over the ships in the English Channel, the Navy wouldn't get trigger happy again.
Oh, Sophia, that was just terrible. I've always been glad that the Navy wouldn't let my Charlie join, but now I'm even more relieved.
I'm afraid to ask. But why wasn't Charlie allowed into the Navy?
Such a silly question, Dorothy. They wouldn't take my Charlie because he wasn't a homo.
When Phil learns that Denise's girlfriend is spending the night at the Huxtables, he visits the pharmacy and makes it a night she'll never remember. Don't miss this very special episode of The Cosby Show, Thursday at 8, right here on NBC.